said, I'll tell you all the story about the joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all about the joker and the thief in the night. Flatline for the night time. I'm on a first name basis with the afterlife, and there's no ceiling when you're the demon. I dug myself out of the dirt for a reason.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Richardson going right to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cup 19.
And 4. At the 30-yard line.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get it. 70 race. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 65 catch. 65 catch. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
16-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
Goff now looks to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
20.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now it's gone. This one is Slayton over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Goff. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Elijah Cansey. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
70 range.
First
70
and 10 at
range.
the 35-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Go.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And Richardson yet again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 10.
Drag. Hawk 7.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
Pacheco fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point in the game.
Pacheco once more. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They run once more with Corum. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That's complete to Slayton. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Corum now on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Up the middle, here's Corum. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 5. 76, tell him. 76. 76. What's up?
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
180.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big fella. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
16-yard line.
Check, Panther. Check go.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Ravens 14, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back to throw, Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Warriors 70. Ready. Ready.
Richardson. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
27-yard line.
Now Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go. 18, Cowboy 80. Cup 19. 19, Lion. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. Nico Collins. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Richardson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
That's the score. Ravens 21. Browns nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Oh, some strong running. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. On the tackle there was DJ Turner.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On the and it's Taj Brooks. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Go. 180.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback. As everybody was up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 31. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
That's another Browns 1st down. A 5-yard gain. 1st down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Goff now to throw. Pass taken in. And Allen caught it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bison, 6 Dragons, 60.
Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown! Will Mallory, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson working from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Ready, break.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 79, Mustang 19, Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
180.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
180. Listen.
Call. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, they keep pace for a playoff spot as
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man?